Right then, today we actually have something pretty cool to build, and it's unfortunately not this. And oh no, you've seen this. Oh no, it was meant to be a surprise for the next video. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you're getting all the spoilers, and you get this. Oh no. That's the next video. But instead, in fact, what we're going to be building is this. I'm very excited about it. So Santafixie and I have actually been friends for a little while now, and they've always wanted to do something with me, but it always felt a bit unnatural just sending me a bike to kind of like build up. So they had a bike that essentially they used for photographs and promo things, and said, can I do my Second Life thing with it, which was super cool to get that kind of response and recognition from a very big like bike brand. So this is quite exciting. Oh, there's some little bits at the bottom as well. So this is a complete build. It has all the parts I'll need to build it. It also has a nice very cool R-saver as well, which I think actually matches the colourway. Oh look, it's actually one of their colours. Look, it says Santafixie on it. Because it's grey and it's got yellow details on it. That's very cool. See ya! Could have quite easily got into the kitchen then to get some scissors, but instead I went to the shed and got some garden shears. So this is a Santafixie Wild. It's a tracklocross bike, which is something that anybody who's followed this channel for a while knows that I've always really wanted to have one, and I've dabbled with building them quite a few times, and then I actually built one some time ago. I'll see if I can add a photo here. That the frame was bent, no, cracked. It was cracked, so it was like, well, rubbish, wasn't it? Being a retro bike guy, it's always quite nice to see how people package their bikes. It's always fun to get it actually professionally packaged and sent over to me, because usually a lot of people send me bikes from eBay in bin bags and stuff, which is not the way to do it, is it really? Answer the question that I'm sure you're already thinking about. Am I going to ride it fixed? No. I'm not going to never ride it fixed, but like I'd like to take this out and like start ripping immediately, instead of like learning how to ride a fixed bike and then doing it. I'm sure there's some people typing on the keyboard right now being like, oh, you could just do it, it's not that hard. I find things hard. I really like that colorway. That's cool. I showed a picture of this to someone the other day, and they were like, oh, what? It's got like fake suspension forks. I'm like, that's not what that is. But they're very cool. I do like this style of fork. Velo Orange, obviously quite famous for doing them, and lots of other people. So I have a video that I did, or I've made it. I made a video a few weeks back now of me etching on a crank with my laser engraver. That crank was sent to me from Santafixie. I don't know if I mentioned it in that video, to build on this bike. So that is the crank we're going to put on here, which is this one here. So uber cool. Is it shorter than the one that's on there? No, it's the same size. I do really like the crank that's on there, mind. Anybody who's watched any of my builds knows exactly what's going on this bike, and it is a Char spoon. The greatest saddle ever made, in my opinion. And I've also been sitting on this chopstick for a while, which is also made by Charge. Again, one of the best seat posts ever made. The way it looks, and the way that literally it's one Allen key bolt on this side to like adjust it and close it and open it, which is so good. If anybody actually knows another brand that makes a seat post like this, let me know, because I need more of them in my life. I'm starting to find reasons why this can't be sold now. It's like the seat post itself has been absolutely wrenched, but it is a 27.2, so I've got the right size. But it's also got this very nice Sella Italia saddle on it, which I'm very tempted to try after what I've just said. It looks so cool though. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. But yeah, they said that there'll be loads of imperfections and reasons why they can't just put it into general sale. But we like imperfections on this channel. We like them a lot. I'd like to change the seat collar to maybe something else crazy, but I don't have any right now that fits this frame. The one big benefit of taking some of these parts off is some brand new parts to stick in the part bin. Although, if anybody is in desperate need of a very nice Santafixie crank, let me know in the comments. Tell me what it's for, why you would love it, and maybe we can make that happen. There is something pretty satisfying about stripping this bike down at the moment, because if it was a retro bike, I would not be finding it's easy. And I'm clean, like look at my hands, like there's no dirt on them. But seriously, if you want this, let me know in the comments, and we'll see if we can make it happen. It's very nice. For the chain ring, I've gone for a race face one just because it was the right BCD, which is doesn't say on the packaging what the BCD is. Probably says on the chain ring though, right? Imagine after all this, it's the wrong one. Okay, thank goodness. Which now I've seen, because it's got like etching on here and then the etching, like, kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Or is a more subtle approach the way to go? Well, that's difficult. Speak amongst yourselves. Right, I'm sure you're all screaming at the screen right now, but I think I'm gonna go for this one. Could always change it, can't we? Might add a little more crease. Just to be safe. It's nice to have a BB in there right now, so I don't have to worry about finding the right BB and the right chain line. This should just work perfectly. If this is the first build you've ever seen of one of on my channel, we build a lot of, we do that a lot. But we build a lot of retro bikes, and usually I haven't thought it through completely and don't have all the right parts. At least we know today, if I can't find the part that I'd like to put on there, at least it's shipped with the right parts, and we can definitely get it fixed. This looks so nice. Oh, well happy with that. Oh, that's great. So next I'm going to do something completely unnecessary, which is change the headset and the spacers, just because I have a purple one, and there's nothing makes a custom bike than actually having a custom or a different headset. If you go stock, who's going stock, you know? So there he goes. Oh, that's so nice. Whoa. I've got gloves on now. There's all scratches on this side, I'm starting to notice now. Another reason why they couldn't go back into general population. Just a few little scuffs, nothing crazy, but if you spent a load of money on a bike, you want it perfect, you know, which is perfectly understandable. I personally think it's absolutely stunning and still perfect, which I'm sure you will agree. These cups I also did a little bit of laser engraving on. Didn't work very well, but I ain't gonna waste them, so I'm still gonna use them. More often than not, I actually use a Gurt hammer to get headsets in, but when it's a nice beautiful frame that you've been sent to make a nice build out of, I feel like I should give it a bit more respect. You know, I've got a lovely toolbox with shadow foam in it, so I don't lose any of my tools, but I don't actually put them back in there. There we go, there it is. Didn't say a lot then. I kind of have to concentrate when you're doing stuff like that. It's a serious bit of work. You don't want to mess it up. So this is a crown race remover tool. I have never used it before, and I'm going to try and use it for the first time. Sounds really dramatic, it's not, but oh, this is sort of nerve-wracking actually. I feel like I'm just going to total the paint on the fork, surely. Yeah, it definitely came with some instructions that I don't have. Maybe I should have Googled that first. That was one of those times where I should have tried something for the first time on something a bit more crusty. Sorry, Santafixie, I hope you don't mind. So for the actual stem, I'm going to use this Spank one. I think it's going to be too short, but it's sick, so I'm going to try and use it. And then spacers wise, I hadn't decided if I'm going to go. I've got some of these nuke proof ones, got them really cheap when Wiggle and Chain Reaction crap themselves. Maybe a bit of both, because we've got the black and silver on the cranks, you know. But I met the rep for Niner like last year now, and he sent me a few of these. They're top caps, but you can put like beer bottle caps on them. Very cool, and I feel like it'll look sick on this bike, so we're gonna do that. Yes, let's do that. Probably can't see from where the camera is right now, but this is a crown race that's got a split in it. I bang on about these all the time. Because it means I don't have to use that tool that I've just damaged the fork with on it. It comes off really easy. So if you ever have the option to put one of those on it, that's what you should do. See? And that was just like, boop, when I need to. Right, have I got enough hands to do this now? Probably. I'm not sure if I like those spacers actually. I don't know, I feel like the ridges and stuff, there's lots of like stuff going on. Maybe it's okay. Can't decide. Whoops. Just out here adding scratches to my perfectly nice bike. So this is the part of the video where I usually say, cool, this part is really crusty or proper crusty, and I tell you about a sticker that I have for sale. But for today, this is a really new shiny bike with some lovely new parts on, so it doesn't fit in that category. But I am a bulky boy, and this is part of the Bulky Boy Bike Club. These stickers are in pink and silver at the moment. I do have some more colours coming soon. I do ask on the Instagram quite a lot. For anybody who is a Bulky Boy Bikes Club fan, sticker fan, what colours are we doing next? Because we're getting low on these ones, so we do need a new colour. But if you want to check out the stickers and support this channel and support my builds, do feel free to check out saveoldbikes.com. I don't think you'll regret it. But the bars I've got are these high-rise Spanx to go with the stem. I think it would look sick, but whether it's the right fit, I don't know. We're going for sick build first. We can correct it later on for practicality later. Do some more stem bolts. These look a little bit crusty. These bars have been on a couple of my bikes now. Well, that's cool, isn't it? Oh! Well, we like that. We like that a lot. If someone asks, these little end caps that I've got inside these bars, I put them in bars that I know I'm going to leave for a long time in the shed, so spiders don't move in. That's the honest truth. I didn't fully think it through this time because these were really good ones. So I've just been inside to have a bit of toast because it's very early in the morning actually, and I didn't have any breakfast so I came out and started playing with the bikes, and I realised I hadn't done this. Ta-da! Ooh. I really do like the grey. I think the grey is sick. But I did start thinking about the brakes and what brakes I should put on here. Like, I do like V-brakes. I like the way that they kind of like work. As in like, it's kind of on, off, on, off, on, off. Where like Canties, you can get them to sweep them like that. But like, there's a little bit more modulation in there. Modulation? You know what I'm trying to say. Where I quite like to be able to just like, I'm going to be ripping through the forest on this and I just want to be able to stop, you know? And then the other thing is the fact that if I do Canties, I need to start putting hangers and stuff. And I have some quite cool things. I have something that will go like in the seat post mount that hangs down to hold the cable. And then one that goes here, maybe, or here. But like, I kind of want it to be as clean as possible. So I might just go, I think we're going to go for the V-brakes. I realised you couldn't actually see my face in any of that clip then, but I've just been in the shed looking for brake cable, and I found this one, which is kind of wild. I feel like at the moment everything's quite subtle accent-wise, and having a bit of bright cable on your bike, it's very Second Life bikes, isn't it? But it's well dirty. It's been at the bottom of the shed for ages, so put a bit of a clean and a wipe down. You notice that the sun is coming and going constantly, and I keep getting really cold and then really warm and then really cold and then really warm, and I'm kind of getting pretty fed up of it, not gonna lie. I don't know if the handlebar width is ridiculous at this point, but I like the way the brakes are. So let's get them cabled up and get some wheels on. This is also not set up yet, but we'll do that in a minute. Normally I'd like to give the wheels a little wipe down and a bit of a clean, but they've very clearly been maybe through some Barcelona sands, which is where I think they're based. I'm sure it's Barcelona. Which I'd like to go and ride bikes in Barcelona. That sounds absolutely delightful. Especially this time of year, where the summer's kind of like going like, oh yeah, I might be around in a minute, but I'm not sure yet. God, I love putting wheels on a bike. I do have some chunky, I can't remember what make that tyres are now, maybe like 42s, which should be a little bit wider, fill that arch, which should look quite cool, but they're all black. And now putting some tan wheels on this bike, I need to find some tan wheels, or tyres, because that looks so good. Ah, okay, so the chain needs to go shorter. If I can find where the link is on this, I'm sure that's, might have just cut a couple of links out. So it's a nice looking chain. I think I've got one somewhere, but But I may be wrong, but I don't think this chain has a removable link. But let's see if we can, let's try and shorten it first before I just go and waste it. Let's just, well, that went really nicely. That worked really well. Didn't think that would work. There you go. Saves us a chain. Yeah, bike. Yeah, don't touch it with your hands there. No, stop. No, it's dirty. Stop. Yeah, it is a bike, you're right, but don't touch it. At least not on the chain and the wheel. For the pedals, I've got these nuke-proof jobbers that I got again from Chain Reaction when they closed, and I've used them for years. Actually, I do quite like them, but more and more at the moment I'm using DMR stuff. The V8s in particular, I really like them, but these look good, so we'll go for them for today. Sometimes filming myself doing something is actually slower than just doing it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually well excited about these cables. I think they look sick. It did come with these little straps, which is cool for the cable ties, or to tie your cables onto your frame even, which I like the look of. Roughly like that. I can redo those a bit better later. Isn't it funny that, like, this is not my style of riding generally. I like where I'm going to ride the bike 100%, but the actual bike itself not so much. But when you add a few custom touches to it like this, it becomes something very you, and I am already absolutely obsessed with the way this bike looks. It looks so good. Now, I know that some people are going to say I'm wrecking these wheels by putting brakes on them, but I like brakes. One day I'll let a fixed gear person talk me into being brakeless. But for now, for today, that's what we're doing. Look at that. Oh, come on, sun. There's dirty, great big clouds going across, so I don't think it's going to be here very long. But it's cool. We're very nearly finished, and we can go and ride this bike, which doesn't matter if it is raining. I could just still ride in the rain. Although I hate riding my new bikes in the rain. Oh my god, this is such a good bit. Oh, I was going to say this is the last bit. It's not, is it? I still got to put the saddle on. That won't take long. I had a comment recently, a couple of comments on a recent video. I think it was when I redid the brakes on the moon run, about me setting the brakes the wrong way around. In the UK, most of Europe, if not all of Europe, this is the way around we do it. Don't know why, I don't know the difference. I believe it's something to do with the road, the side of the road we drive on, but then that doesn't make sense because Europe. I don't know. But I grew up riding it this way around. It'd be weird if I just stopped now. All right, that needs a little bit more adjustment, but you don't need to watch that bit. It needs a saddle. And the sun just came out again. God, today's could be a good day. I think I mentioned this earlier on in the video. The way this seat post works is quite literally, I did mention this, I just remembered. It's quite literally just one bolt here, which makes it super easy to put saddles on. Which today is a spanking new charged spoon. One of the last new ones I think I've got in my stock. Maybe I should look for some more. But like, how easy was that? If you know of another seat post that does the same thing and works that easy, tell me, because I want to buy them for all my bikes. Or if anybody has a hookup with charge and we can make a collaboration and we start releasing these seat posts again, because they're so sick. But that's that. That is all done. The only thing I need to do is the cables, which is like that. I had a load of coloured cable ends, but I can't find them. Probably in that box that's just fell to the ground everywhere. So we're going silver. That's okay. Okay. Nice. Oh my God, we're done. I do need to tighten the stem, but then we can go and look at it properly. Well, after a lot of thinking and a lot of looking at the bike, I need to get a longer stem. It just so happens that if you saw my commuter build that I did a little while ago, this one here, I talked about the stem was slightly too short. So I have actually just popped the longer one on, which, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about all that yet. That's another day. But it does mean I've freed up that stem, which I think will be long enough to go on this bad boy. Which is this one, race face one, which is going to match the chain rings, so that's nice. Quite a big difference. I can't tell you what the measurements are off the top of my head. But it's a good finger width length, so like, you know, I don't know how wide's your finger, like almost 10 mil, 6 mil, 5 mil, I don't know. Should we just do it? Well, that feels much better. Zoom. Well, sick. I think I've said sick about 5,000 times in this video. It needed a crown. I still feel like it could do something else. I mean, I could put something on there. Something like this, perhaps. Now, I imagine you're looking at this right now thinking, well, that doesn't hold the bottle, surely. Then you'd be right. It would hold something like this. Which actually brings us on to a good segue. On the 4th of May, so if you're watching this on the day that I released it, Saturday, I'm hosting my second ever group ride. This is the poster with all the information on it. We're going for a ride around Epping Forest, and we will be doing some competitions, some giveaways. Last year we did skilling competitions, which was all supported by Hiplock. There'll be chrome giveaways, there'll be juice lubes, There'll even be hydration is actually all going to be supported by Liquid Death. So everybody who arrives on the day will get some Liquid Death to drink on the ride, which is water, by the way. I posted it on Instagram the other day, and everybody was like, "Beers on a group ride?" One, that's perfectly acceptable, and two, it's water. So if you're keen on that, check out on Instagram. All of the details are going to be there in my story, yeah, maybe I'll see you there. Nah, I did think of one more thing. I want to put some of these sticky fingers on the levers. Just putting a little bit of hairspray in it so it doesn't take me about 500 years. Out of interest, that went on really easily, was it? I mean, yeah, I could have just done it without the hairspray, but nice. Right, now we can go look at it. And that brings us to the end of another build. I thought I'd do the video like this today, and I now realise that the desk is just kind of messy and it's not as good looking as I thought it would be, so there's that. But anyway, a very, very satisfying bike to build. I'm really impressed with the actual bike itself. I like it a lot. I've not taken it for much a ride apart from to take this photo and some of the little like glamour shots we just looked at, but so far so good. It's a really cool build. I don't think I want to change anything bar the tyres, just because I like a little bit more chunky tyres, something a bit bigger. I think it'll be look cool, be fun. These are quite nice though, and I do like the way they're tan wool, so we'll see. But I will do a big long ride on it and probably take you guys along with it. So if you're interested in that, do feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you can't wait until next week's video, which is the disc tabs on a retro bike video, go and check out this one. That's a particularly good one.